A crying baby, an exhausted parent. This is the time a child is most at risk of abuse.
The peak age at which it occurs is somewhere around 2 to 4 months of age, and that coincides with the time when babies are crying the most. If you look at a large population of babies, there's big criers and there are little criers, but they always start low about 2 to 4 months that they're at the peak, and then it falls off after that. And it's right around the time when babies are most fussy and most crying that the injuries tend to occur. A lot of times in the history, particularly if there's a confession, you learn that it was inconsolable crying that led to the events.
I couldn't make him stop crying. So I got frustrated. I felt like the worst mom on the planet. I felt like maybe I had a bad baby.
This is a video produced by the National Center on Shaken Baby Syndrome. As part of a statewide program to prevent abuse, many birthing hospitals in Washington are now giving these DVDs to new parents, telling them it's normal for babies to cry, sometimes inconsolably, and giving them ways to cope when that happens.
It's okay to be frustrated. It's what you do when you get frustrated.
I think anybody who's been a parent of an infant and is being honest will tell you they hit a point when they were extremely frustrated and even angry with the baby. And we want parents to know that's going to happen. They're not bad parents because of that, but they have to be able to react in a way that won't injure the baby.
As past medical director of Seattle Children's Protection Program and a former emergency room physician here, Dr. Kenneth Feldman says ER teams are trained to look for signs of abuse, especially in babies.
So often we see a bruised infant at an age when they're not mobile enough to bruise themselves, or we see tears in the mouth. And if we look closely with X-ray, we'll often see broken bones elsewhere in the body.
Even one abuse case is one too many. But a few years ago, the number of cases
in the past,
spiked.
We thought we were seeing about 1.5 a month between Children's and Harborview, which are the two institutions that get the majority of these kids in the central Puget Sound area. In 2008, we saw a major jump to the mid-30s associated with the onset of the recession. And then over the last couple years, it settled down to where we're seeing in the mid-20s a year.
There are a number of reasons why shaking is so dangerous.
Through the DVD and educational pamphlets, it's hoped parents will understand that crying is a normal phase of development for an infant, and that they'll make a plan for dealing with it in a way that's safe for their baby.
The shaking is so much stronger.